No, that can go for 50, 75. At least.
You can do 50 like that.
At least.
Let me see.
At least.
Let me see. You said 100.
I know.
Now 50 got you a little nervous. Keep it real. You're a little nervous. You worked out today, right?
I did work out today.
So you're a little nervous, right? So that's why I said, all right.
50 should still be like no issue.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
And Ulrich, how many push-ups you think you can do?
I'm not participating in this nonsense.
Come on. What's going on? This is the pre-show push-up. Come on.
We could do the pre-show push-up.
Let me see what you got. Let me see you
start off, and then we'll follow on.
I'm gonna start off with 5.
All right, and we'll do 5.
Nah. I'm 300. How much do you weigh?
200.
You're 200 pounds. I'm 144 more pounds than you. How much do you weigh, Ulrich?
I weigh 205 pounds.
We're the same size.
All right.
But
205 pounds.
Your arms are bigger.
What's that mean? This is a chest workout. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, chest workout, arms, chest is bigger.
Listen, guys. I heard somebody say they can do 100, and then I said I don't think you can do 50, and they ain't done shit yet.
I said nothing.
No, you decided to show us what a push-up looked like, and you said the way I do push-ups is wrong because it's wide.
Yes.
And that anyone who does push-ups the way I do them is just trying to look strong.
I mean,
No, don't even come around. Just stay on this side. Stay on this side.
Max it out. So we max it out or get up to 50.
Max it out or get up to 50. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
But Ulrich, he only said he could do 50.
Well, then he probably reached 50.
And you saying 100, though. That was kind of like, you made me grab the camera, son.
No, well, I'm saying
100.
catch me on a day that I'm fresh. Then I'll take that up. But I'm thinking at least the 50 should be possible.
yeah, because essentially, you came and you just baited us into this goddamn push-up competition. Is this what we gotta do to get y'all views?
That's why we're going.
This ain't about views. This is about, isn't this what guys do?
We do that.
No, I don't do that shit. That's some fucking frat bro shit. Hey, Dooley, you want to do some push-ups, man?
Yeah, but look at you, Ulrich. You are doing push-ups. Don't you do push-ups? When's the last time you done push-ups?
I do push-ups on my own, not with my friends.
How often do you do push-ups?
I do push-ups maybe every other day, maybe.
Right. So you're taking the push-up for granted. You don't understand how people need to hear about the push-up. The push-up is one of the most easiest ways to get into your head of who you are, the person you are, the man you are. It's the push-up. When I used to do 500 push-ups a day in my 20s and in my teens and 20s, I was a different man than I am now. I think me letting that push-up go for so long has hindered me, the person that I am. So that's why I'm curious as to, you gentlemen are my friends. Well, you're my friend and you're my friend, and you two are not allowed to be friends. So that's just the way it goes, I'm funny style like that. All right? We've come together for the Premium Black News because this is Premium Black News. I think the young black man, let me tell you, I'm walking around with man boobs, right? Every freaking person I see is rocking the man boobs. It's kind of like an epidemic going on right now. And I remember it's like that was nothing. I never would see that. You would see that every couple of hundred men, you would see that one guy, and he was in his 50s, and it was no big deal. So, come on, let me see what you got. Let me bust down a couple of push-ups. What's it gonna do? We're gonna do
that. We're gonna let you start off though.
I start off?
You start off.
All right, I'll start off. Even though I started doing push-ups today, right? So I started today doing push-ups. Not started, but I did 50 push-ups today.
All right.
50 push-ups today. I'm 344 pounds, 6'2".
All right.
All right.
This isn't for like the OnlyFans version of
Oh yeah, and and if you're a size queen, I'm your guy. Anyway, so now, now I'm married, so I'm not your guy. But you understand the point I'm making. So, I'm gonna do 5.
Oh, you have to max out.
I worked out today, I'm trying to get it back, but I just think that
when you worked out?
We've forgotten.
We worked out today or yesterday? When you worked out?
We've forgotten how powerful and how important the push-up is. I used to be in another frame of mind. When I was working in the bar business, I was getting them push-ups done, dude. I'd be in my office, just getting my mind right with the push-ups. And that has, like, the last 10 years has gone away. So maybe I'll do it again.
Okay.
So I always go wide. I never go in. So I'm going to just stick to what I know.
All right.
All right?
All right.
You go nice. You do. You go down. Yeah, they are good.
Good night.
All right.
See, but you had more in you. See, that's the thing. You had more in you.
I don't want you to necessarily tap out. We got a show to do. But I want the world to understand that that was a proper push-up.
That was.
Let's not play games. That was a good push-up.
That was a push-up that people do. That you did it properly your way, and properly your way is proper for you.
Come on, let me see what you got, tough guy. Come on.
I got
proper your way.
I got.
Let me see what you got.
What
Come on.
I got?
Whatever you want to do.
20.
Yeah, you're killing me.
I did 5.
20.
See, when I was coming up, this was like a bounce push-up to us.
9,
We didn't respect this guy.
12.
This guy always had nice shoulders and a nice chest, but we ain't never really believe it.
19.
We didn't.
22.
When I was coming up, you couldn't come around us with this kind of push-up.
27. 28.
I don't want 20 more.
Nice job.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're doing a snake now.
What was that, 45?
No, I did 40. I did 40.
40. That was good.
I'm not ready.
That was good, man. That was good. Yo,
I'm not ready
when
for
I
it.
was coming up, we wouldn't let people do those push-ups. When it was me and the crew, you wouldn't be able to do
I
that.
could do 40 wide push-ups. That's.
Well, no. Was
my
mine
push-up's
considered
harder for me
wide?
than the wide push-up. Wide push-up's easier for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, Doc. Let's see what you got. And how tall are you? 5'11", 200 pounds.
205.
205.
We're the same scale. 5'11", 205.
Right.
And I worked out early today.
All right.
And I did shoulders,
All right.
chest. All right. Oh. Listen.
That's a nice push-up.
That's nice.
That's a good push-up. Nice. All right, that was what's up. That was what's up, man. Yo, that was good. That was good. That gets your blood going, man. It gets your mind, like the way you were kind of in that zone counting. You were in full conversation. You were like having a whole conversation when we were doing it. Where you centered yourself. You see, the push-up is such for a man. You got to drop down and get those push-ups done. I've let myself go in 10 years, but thank God I did all those push-ups from the age of 14 to 32. You know what I mean? Thank goodness I kept that going. That's why I can stand a lot taller than most guys my height. People that weigh 344 pounds look nothing like I look. I recognize that. And that's some of the problem too, because I always knew I could get away with a lot more weight than the next guy without having to really push myself. And I think I forgot about that. I let the push-up go, you know? I really let the push-up go out of my life, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to get on that floor, and I want to pump them out every day and get my mind a lot more focused than it's been. All right, let's get ready for the show, y'all.
So, we're gonna
Do you know, like, can you tell us on a medical level what's happening with the push-up? What happens to us? What's going on with the push-up?
no, it's exercising muscles. Putting strain on it, allowing it to stretch, breaking it down, letting it grow.
Work some pectorals, some triceps.
Yeah, but what is it doing for the mind? We already know what the body is going to do. And can a guy with the man boobs reverse the man boobs without surgery with the push-up?
So we have two different things. When you say man boob, you're talking about like gynecomastia. So that's a little bit different. That's not, you could have man boobs where you kind of got some more weight on you and stuff like that versus the actual mammary gland getting big.
The mammary gland.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the breast tissue.
Right.
Which is different. That's a different type of ball game.
So when you have that breast tissue, we're talking surgery.
Depending on how big it is, most folks won't even do that. But that happens with a lot of young men. They start to have gynecomastia, but if they work out and start to develop their chest, it kind of like bounces out a little bit. Versus if they have no actual, chest cavity, then it's just kind of just the little things popping out. So it kind of
Right. Which I see nothing but all these teenagers, 15-year-old boys, 16-year-old
It's all
boys.
that
Hey, I had almost man boobs when I was like from like with 12 to like maybe 14 towards 15, and then they started transforming into pecs. So
But you incorporated a workout though, no?
Yeah, well, I had to work out for boxing, but I think once I lost, it was
For
still.
what? I couldn't understand.
I had to work out for boxing.
Boxing.
Yeah, but
right.
the size of my breasts were the same. They just looked more breast-like before they started to develop. So I had that same the medical jargon term you said that with my breasts.
What
And with your chest. What you
My
say?
chest.
Jesus.
Did your mom take you to the doctor like, hey, what's going on? He's concerned about this. I had a friend of mine.
No, she took me to the doctor and said I was big boned. That's right.
Oh, she took you to the doctor and then defended your weight. And she's like, my baby is big bone. Y'all leave him alone. That's what she said. You doctors don't know nothing. I'm a nurse. I know he's fine. He's good.
You got to do that African dialect.
Got to do it with an accent, African accent. Yeah.
But you know what you're alluding to earlier?
Yeah.
This idea of the workout and and whether it's push-up or anything like that. When you put yourself in a situation where you maximize your physical feeling, aesthetics and stuff like that, and you know that you're putting the work in to feel a certain way about your body, then that's like the ultimate sense of confidence. So it replaces you stepping into a Ferrari or anything like that. You feel completely comfortable in your skin and you just move around. So that's probably the benefit that you'll get. And it doesn't matter where you're at on the scale, it just depends on you actually doing it and know that you're working towards something.
Right.
And you start to see those.
Yeah, it reminds me of Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate said if you're suffering from depression, work on that six-pack. If you get a six-pack and you still want to kill yourself, then, yeah.
Well, when you're depressed, it brings you to a point where you can't even bring yourself to work out. So the depression is not that you don't have a goal in mind. It's that you can't even bring yourself to make the goals. You can't to make an outline or a workout plan.
So you might
That's one way of looking
at it.
at
The other
it.
thing is that you've allowed some external factors to weigh down on you so heavily that the things that you kind of like want to do is kind of being trumped.
Oh, I'm talking about real depression. I'm not talking about people who are just lazy. I'm talking about people who clinically depressed.
Yeah, so they don't have energy. Nothing gives them hope. They're not happy. They don't feel like doing anything and stuff like that. But
Right.
by the time you get to that point, there are things that happen before that you can't. It's easier said than done. But there are steps in between where you kind of would have jumped out and make a move. So, for example, you go to work every day. You don't necessarily care to be at work every day, regardless of how you feel.
Right.
But you go there and you do it. So it's kind of one of those things like, hey, I don't have the energy. I don't want to do it. I don't want to work out. I don't feel like doing it.
That's completely different because work to a certain extent is depend on certain things like your livelihood, and it can actually affect the rest of your life. Workout is just your person. You can still kind of survive and move and have a certain way of doing things if you're just if you're a slob or aesthetically unpleasing or sloppy to some people or what have you. You can still live your life and stuff like that, but if you're not you don't have to work out.
I kind of disagree with that, only because, we're caught with the idea like, hey, we got to work for our living, but somebody's actual life is probably a bit more important than making a living. So if you look at it on that state, is me having a job or me keeping my life? So it's where you kind of like...
People will shorten their lives to make a living.
Well,
people
yeah.
would hurt their lives and then have a negative a negative overall quality of life in order to make a living. They sacrifice
Agreed. But then if we look at it objectively, which one is more important?
Your health is more important.
Yeah, so
but people
it's
don't prioritize their health over their livelihoods.
So we have to give people to prioritize the right way. So that's the whole thing. At the heart of it, we have to prioritize the right way. Yeah. You know. So.
Can I just say, you both gentlemen are looking pretty jacked. Looking good. You're looking good, like two strong premium black news with some high value men here. That's a fact. So if this is just, this is just, we start out in the beginning saying this is a man show.
Yeah.
Because conversations like this is important. And you know what else we can do? We don't have to do that sucker shit, agree to disagree. What we can do is just disagree. I hate that agree to disagree crap, and just disagree and have our points and still be able to, have some sort of like understanding as men. And I think slowly they're taking that away from us. And I think the push-ups that we did is a pretty good way to kind of like get the blood pumping, get our minds right. And I don't know if it's going to cure depression. And I don't know what steps were happening before you didn't want to get up and do anything happens. Had you been doing the push-ups, would it even happen? I don't know. I don't know the study on that. I don't have the source for that.
I
but
didn't understand that.
let's just whoa. Okay, I got it. Let's just remember that what we're doing here is important.
Well said.
All right. Big Elvis the chef. You know I love you. Oh man, that was good.